Chris Rock, black comedian, he's been around in the industry for a very long time, talks about cancel culture.
And what are your thoughts on the cancel culture? Like, you know, if you say something wrong, people will try to cancel you immediately. You know, you even see Ellen dealing with it with her workplace. It seems like it drove her crazy where she's like, you know what, I'm retiring. You know, so
yeah, no, it's weird when you're a comedian because, like, when you're a comedian, when the audience doesn't laugh, that we get the message.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like you don't really have to cancel us because we get the message.
Right.
They're not laughing. Our feelings hurt.
Right.
When we do something and people aren't laughing, we get it. I don't understand why people feel the need to go beyond that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's honestly, to me, it's a disrespect. It's people disrespecting the audience.
Right.
Like, oh, you think you know more than the audience. The audience knows more than everybody, right. Okay? You know, but hey, some things don't need to be said. Some people need to be looked out for. I definitely understand that. But not letting comedians work is, you know, what happens is everybody gets safe.
Right.
And when everybody gets safe and nobody tries anything, things get boring.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I see a lot of unfunny comedians. I see unfunny TV shows. I see unfunny award shows. I see unfunny movies because everybody's scared to, like, you know, make a move. You know, and that's not a place to be. You know, we should have the right to fail.
Right.
Because failure is a part of art. You know what I mean? And right. It's like, it's the ultimate cancel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, you know, mm-hmm. But now, you know, you got a place where people are scared to talk. That's not, you know, especially in America, you're scared to talk. But, you know, that's what people want. You know, got to make adjustments.
Right.
And, you know, let's do it.
I've heard a few different comedians talk about one of the most important advice that you ever gave them, which is that you should be nervous still always before you get on that stage. Because once you lose that, you know, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, and the nerve isn't like I'm scared I'm gonna be canceled. The nerve is like, yo, I'm scared they're not gonna laugh. You know, that is like a fear of mine. Everything I do, I'm like, okay, I gotta bring it.
Of course, Chris Rock is correct here. I have to agree with him. The issue is that he's no conservative, right? We all know this. Chris Rock kind of aligns with everybody else in Hollywood as one of the people that's very liberal, and he's talked bad things about Trump over the past few years. But, you know, really, I guess in a way I'm like, you know, you don't really get much sympathy from me on this issue because what you've done is created this. You have accepted this. This is what you literally voted for because you refused to pay attention to what was happening on the left in regards to cancel culture. So the thing is that although he's correct and he's right that TV shows aren't funny, nothing really is that funny anymore. Like, because people apparently just can't laugh at things anymore as it is. But although he's correct in that, it's kind of his own fault. He lived into it. He contributed to it. He's not in the clear here by making these statements and making it seem like he's all free speech because he's really not in a lot of ways. Now, if you go back and you watch the old Chris Rock clips, there's a lot of things where he was talking about the black community and how the black community needs to be held accountable. And, you know, I think it was like in this video where he's talking about ways not to get arrested and all common sense things. Hey, guys, don't look like a thug. Hey, guys, don't break into things and expect cops not to arrest you. Hey, don't resist arrest, right? Like basic common sense things that he would never say today because they would immediately cancel him over that. And he knows that as well as anyone else does. But he is correct on the point, and that's all I'm going to really focus on here, is what he's actually talking about. Because what he's saying is, quite simply, is that we should have a free speech system, a free speech market, effectively, and allow for the market to correct itself. And isn't that kind of just a general conservative, I guess, cornerstone thought there? Obviously, the free speech, but really what he's arguing for in this market and saying, you know, failure is a portion of automatically a cancel culture, right? I mean, that's a part of what it is. What he's arguing for is effectively a free market of speech, a free market of economy, of comedy. That's what this is. Because just like our normal free market, where we let the market sort itself out based off of the things that are being sold, and if you make a bad product and people leave bad reviews and your company can fail and that your product goes away. It's a free market. No government agency is going to come in and make sure your business is 100% successful, even when it's not successful. But this is a situation where that's effectively what he's arguing for, is we should have free speech, where the market and the people that are listening to comedians can approve or disapprove of what they're saying and just not buy tickets. If you're really that bad, then people aren't going to go see you anymore. It's easy. It's simple as that. But this is what we've been wanting for years. This is what it has been before. What he's arguing for is nothing new. It's no secret. It's funny that he's saying it now this way, but in reality, this is nothing new to anybody that's been alive at all, because what we've seen is exactly that, and it's exactly the argument for free speech. Is that yes, people should have the right to say whatever they want, but at the same time, that means that they should also be held responsible for the things that they're saying if it's something that is deemed to make them look horrible. If you start spouting a bunch of horribly racist things, then people aren't going to like you, people aren't going to go follow you, and you fail. If you put, like, the point too is, look at businesses, for example. Businesses right now, they're forcing people to wear masks or whatever. It's perfectly legal. It should be perfectly legal for a business to put up a sign and say, you know what, no service for black people. Because it's a free market. They can deny service. It's a private business, right? So the point is, in the argument for that, is that people are going to see that sign on that window that are white or any other race and say, I'm not going there. They're going to make me look bad. I'm not going to go to that restaurant. And guess what? That restaurant is going to fail. That restaurant is going to completely fail because they put something in their window that nobody accepts. The market sorts itself out, just like the free speech market can also sort itself out. If people are saying bad things, you don't have to go buy those tickets. You don't have to go listen to that person. Let it handle itself, instead of trying to have these other people say that they know better than everyone else in the market, that they know the market, or what the market should be is this. Because what cancel culture is effectively saying is they don't have a right to this, to make money or a living off of this, regardless of whether people are interested in it or not. And that's ridiculous. But he is correct here. Once again, and like I said, there's other old clips of him talking about things as well, to know that comedy should be protected. Absolutely. All speech should be protected, but especially when you look at comedy, that's one of the biggest reasons why Democrats can't joke, they can't laugh, they can't do anything anymore, because everything that is considered as even slightly offensive is automatically the worst thing that could ever happen. And that's just not true. It's their own made up world of thinking everything must revolve around them, when in reality, it couldn't be anything different than that. It really is a totally different world than the left-wing people see it as being, and they refuse to accept it as what it is. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.